So I'm sitting here about ready to go, and I don't know, just in case the duct tape didn't work, I was like, I need something yellow. I wish I had something yellow in case they won't let us bring in duct tape or whatever. And then I realized something. It's perfect. Why do I do this to myself? Hey guys, welcome back. I'm Bill. This is, I guess, part of Trying to Stand, where I try new things in pop culture because I've been living under a rock. I just want to do a quick video just talking about the concert we just went to the other day. We got to see Idkhow and 21 Pilots at the Aragon Ballroom. At the Aragon Ballroom here in Chicago. Did not know that this was the last TOP show for the year or the decade, but I also didn't know that this was like their last one for a minute either. After we got the tickets, we saw that people were asking for Idkhow. I wanted to check them out. Turns out they're opening for them, so it turned into this amazing musical sci-fi double feature for me. I had the best time. I was tweeting out some of the amazing, superb pictures I took on my not sponsored new phone. People wanted to know more of my thoughts, so I wanted to kind of talk about it and compile some of the clips. I'm gonna be starting with Idkhow, the opening band, because nobody
likes the opening band.
Except this guy. No, I really enjoyed listening to the music in previous episodes. It was great to see them live. They have such an interesting and fun energy to them. It was such a disservice that I was so far in the back with the people who were filing in, waiting for 21 Pilots. As I'm trying to move away from people who were talking, decked out in their TOP swag, I'm moving away and I look back up and suddenly we're singing Backstreet Boys together. And I thought that was amazing. They did great live. I was a little bummed that some people around us were being kind of rude, but I mean, it kind of also made it really funny because nobody likes the opening band, which is how they started the night. I felt like they did a great job. It's something I'm going to talk about again with 21 Pilots, but it's so amazing to see live all the things you appreciate about someone's talents, drumming, playing bass, but then also vocally. It was just incredible to see that all, like, holy crap, like, that's real? You can really do that? Christmas Drag was featured, which I absolutely love that song, along with Social Climb, Absinthe, Choke, and Do It All the Time, which is my Idkhow jam. I felt like they had a really great presence. I loved all the people who appreciated them either for the first time or that were there to also check out their stuff. I thought they did a great job. Not too thrilled with the people who were being jerks about it in the back with where I was standing, but you know what? That's fine. Like, it actually kind of, in my mind, it added a little bit to it because this was the first time where I've ever wanted to see the opening band as well, or even knew who they were. So this was a different thing for me, and I thought it was really funny that they opened with Nobody Likes the Opening Band, and then sure enough, as people are like talking and not paying attention, and I'm like, wait, I really like this song. I just kind of sat there, I'm like, nobody does like the opening band. Idkhow, but nobody likes the opening band. I found out later from looking up the set list, I listened to a lot of Brobecks that night, Iggy Pop, and then instructed everyone to look him up after the show, which I thought was hilarious, addressing like, you're all here to see 21 Pilots, and that's absolutely fine. We're Idkhow, and we're gonna groove for the next hour. But no, I thought they did a great job. I'm wearing their shirt right now, and holy crap, it fits me so nice. Usually thick boys like me who are a little more extra medium have a hard time wearing merch. There's something too, like they just have such a good like funky groove, and then Dallon Weekes, I hope I'm saying his name right, his voice is just already so sexy groovy that like it all just kind of fit. It was Hello Chicago, which again, he still makes me think of Moriarty's skin, but then Freddie Mercury's voice. That was a weird way to put it. I'm sticking with it. I really enjoyed them, but it made me want to see their show more. I need to know what happens when they're not making fun of themselves for being the opening band. They're just so funny. Like, I felt like I was the asshole in math class who, like, the teacher made a math joke and I was the one idiot kid in the back who went, ha! I get it. Oh, much better. All right, then 21 Pilots came out, and holy crap. You know when a lot of people are like, oh, it's amazing, it's breathtaking, this event, it's gonna blow your mind, change your life, it's incredible. It's like, okay, calm down, you know, like things can be hyped up so much. I tend to always have low expectations, especially when I go to see something live. I'm the same way with movies. You guys were underselling it. That was incredible. That show was life-changing. Like that, I've never been to a show like that. Like they were just on point, electric 10, 11 out of 10 throughout the whole night. From when they opened with Jumpsuit and I just collapsed into myself because I had a secret 5 of Oh Please Do It and a realistic 3, and I got literally everything I wanted, -1. But they opened with Jumpsuit, which the Trench trilogy was on my list because I've been listening to that a lot lately. It's been helping me through a lot of my own personal stuff. Just listening to it when we were going through everything just kind of just really helped me stay focused. Right as the "Cover Me" just started, I was like, oh, boom, it just exploded. Everyone erupted. The energy was just sent out all at once, and it was amazing just to be in that room. The visuals were insane. Just like with Idkhow, you always hope and tell yourself that that's real. It's not too many added after effects or, oh, do this really high crazy note once. You do it once right for one take and then we're golden, pony boy, don't worry about it. And same with even the drums. I'm like, that's, you could add a lot of magic and still get the same like recorded quality, but holy crap, like they sound arguably better live than they do in the studio. And seeing it happen in front of you, hearing Tyler just scream "Cover Me," and just Josh Dunn throughout all of Levitate, I was only paying attention to him. That man's a goddamn machine. I can't, both of them. And just so much performance presence and so meticulous and thought out that like, oh, they've rehearsed this 1,000 times, but then there was so much also just organic vibrancy and life in their performances, both talking to us, setting things up, drum surfing. That's the only way I can describe it. Josh was out there drum surfing. How did it, I couldn't see it from the back, which made it more magical, but I'm like, I'm sorry, what are we doing with this drum kit? I even filmed it for a hot second. I'm like, is this allowed? What are we gonna do? What are you gonna do with your drums all the way out there? Mr. Dunn, do you also know the ukulele? Are you gonna bust out that instead? No. Dude just swims out to this drum island, no shirt on, which, damn, both directed at me and my lack of gym going, and him for his commitment to his body. Holy crap. Even just taking in the energy was beautiful. Chlorine was on my list, and hearing that in front of me and hearing everyone else sing like things that I sing to myself like in the shower or while I'm doing dishes or something, it was the same effect like seeing Billy live, where it's like, you know, I'm here in this room and then I see comments about it later online, but it never really sinks in for me like the magnitude of the effect that they have on people. And it was just beautiful. And especially after learning so much about what their songs mean, how many people that they've helped. Holding On to You completely changed its meaning for me in the moment. That took me to like a very emotional place because I really liked the song, and both the visuals in the video and the lyrics like really have very strong, effective, poignant moments for me. Just sitting there in that room after Tyler's talked about like how grateful he is for everybody, and you know, encouraging the vibe and this positive energy in the room. It just really made me think of all the people that I dedicate myself to, the type of impact and influence I want to have for you guys, but also for the people in my day-to-day life, for myself. Like, it really changed how I view and treat that song, and I'm so grateful for it. Nothing's more beautiful than the evolution of a song's meaning to the individual. And I just felt it there in that moment. I just started like just crying, absolutely crying. I have zero footage of Holding On To You on my phone because I forgot I had hands. I had 5 like, ooh, please. And I had 2 that I didn't get, which was Guns for Hands and Nico and the Niners, which is fine. I still does not change the experience by any means. It was just, ooh, it was such a bummer. Heathens also, I think watching it without the Suicide Squad influence really helped. That's one of the songs where just like so many people just crying out the lyrics. Like, it just really hit home. But nothing hit me as hard as Car Radio, which was when Tyler Superman power surfed his way out to this like lone monolith structure in the middle of the floor, which I didn't even notice it was there. So when he started climbing up something, I'm like, where the f did that come from? What's he doing? Just seeing him up there, and that song already like helping me with the piece that has been taken out of my life. I'm already getting stupid emotional just hearing the song on my own. Hearing it live, it got a little worse. But then I'm sitting there watching him just like crowd surf out, taking in the whole energy and giving it back to everyone tenfold. I'm like, I just sat there and I legitimately went, it's just like the video. It's just like the movie. It's just like the movie. Like, I just started losing my mind. But I don't know, there was something about breaking through that barrier, reaching out and trusting all of us and getting that close. Like, it just made everything so much more personal. And he talked about it a lot, like, you know, the places you guys send us through your support and how much you guys love our music. It sends us all over the world and doing amazing things. I really felt that sentiment, but I was already feeling it tenfold just from the room. Like, you guys really, you bring it just as hard as they do. Like, they were always at an 11 out of 10 on energy and performance. You guys were at 11 out of 10 out of screaming. Like, there were times where I couldn't even tell what song was playing, which is not a bad thing. Like, that was insane. It was also very validating in everything that I've been feeling and experiencing here in this room alone. Because like, Alana's behind the camera, but she's not listening to the music with me. Like, I don't even think you vet all the music, do you?
If I can, I do, but not always.
Really.
Yeah.
I was just very validating. Like, it was a very wonderful and beautiful reminder of like, hey man, like, you're not the only one who connects these things or connects this much to this music. And it was just incredible. Like, I felt like I was around, I was in a room with a lot of like-minded people, and I appreciated that feeling of community. And I was really mad. I even bought yellow duct tape. Alana bought me neon yellow duct tape, and I literally looked at it and just went, no, that's the bad guys. I can't have neon. They'll all make fun of me at school. So I ran out and got like actual yellow duct tape, and I thought, what if they take it away from me? So I took duct tape and I lined it in my jacket. I lined it in my jacket so I had extra pieces to give to people if they came up to me and said hi. And then I just was so nervous and overwhelmed, and I completely forgot, and people said hi, and I'm sorry, I brought tape for you. I'm so sorry. Because I was looking it up, and some people on like Reddit and stuff were like, oh, you know what? It means a lot more when someone gives it to you than when you just do it yourself. And I was like, oh, if someone recognizes me, I want to have that moment. And I forgot. I felt so bad. But I was so emotional and overwhelmed, and when I first got there, I had to pee. But everyone that said hi to me, you guys were so lovely and so awesome, and it was such a weird feeling of like, hey man, like, also enjoy the show. And I'm like, yeah, you enjoy the show as well. why did you make it sound like you were kind of like going to church? And it's like, oh yeah, like after sitting through that show, I'm like, yeah, I completely understand that sentiment of like TOP be with you and also with you. And the dude jumped over a piano. I forgot all about that. The cow jumped over a moon and the Tyler jumped over a piano, and I got really scared. Mr. Joseph, no, you still have another like 8 songs to do, which they did a lot of songs. I'm not complaining by any means, but I did not expect them to go that full out. They did 15 songs. Oh, Ride also. I haven't listened to it one-on-one, but Ride was playing when our attempt to see Gaga's Enigma got canceled. That was playing in the hotel as we were like heading back to our room crying, and hearing that again, I was like, oh no, I've cried to this song, but I don't know this song. When did I cry to you? I really want to sit down and listen to Trees. That's going on my next TOP video. Dima, like that whole storyline, and Blurry Face and Trench, I really want to look into it more because I feel like I have the Cliff Notes version. Really want to listen to Trees because holy crap, that whole finale, that whole moment, and like the song, it just felt so, maybe it was more the experience of the people around me as well, but it just felt so safe. Stressed Out still makes me cry at the lyric with the, I would turn that smell into a candle, but I'd only sell one, it'd be to my brother. That still messes me up. You really felt the trust there. On top of everything, like Tyler just dove in there like belly down. Like that's a very, crowd surfing's a very vulnerable thing, but then doing it that way is even more vulnerable for anatomy reasons. And I'm like, that's just beautiful and trusting. And I thought for a hot second, I'm like, he's gonna do a loop around this whole thing, come to me, and I'm gonna be the one to drop him. I'm like, please don't trust me with his safety right now. He'd be like, ew, there's one very intense sweaty handprint on me. Who did this? And all the love that Tyler sends to Josh too, like reminding us like constantly. Every time Tyler would turn and just go, and Josh done, everybody, just so much. And you could feel that love and appreciation there. And it suddenly just all hit me that like the year's ending, the decade's ending, they're going on probably a break for 2020, right? You could feel that it wasn't like, oh man, time to clock out. It was, we've accomplished so much, and let's, like, it felt like they were celebrating this with everybody. Like they're 21 Pilots fans too, or at least they're fans of 21 Pilots fans. I've never forgiven an artist so much on stage that when Tyler Joseph just stands up there and goes, so there's 2 rules here at the ballroom. Don't kill each other. You can't set a car on fire. And oh no, but that's okay. Like, sorry kiddo, we're all out of tokens. We can't stay at Chuck E. Cheese forever. It just had such a loving, I'm sorry kind of feel to it. It's okay, Dad. I still treasure these memories. I've never seen people give so much of themselves in a show like that. Cause yeah, like I've seen artists have tons of fun. I've seen artists like give so much to the people in the room. It wasn't an arena show. Like it was for a radio station. Like this should have been all right, here's our 8 songs, we love you. Oh, everyone's still cheering, let's do a 9th. It's the one everybody knows anyway. All right, let's go. That felt like I was still like that was a pinnacle part of their tour in existence. You have no idea how much I appreciate that. I'm yet to have the experience where I felt like a band checked out in their concert. That was the farthest thing from it. And I didn't realize how much I needed it until it was happening. You know, but like I was nervous. Like remember we were taking a lift, not sponsored. We were taking a lift to the venue, and I'm like, I'm getting nervous picking out what to wear. I don't know, like I've never gotten that kind of energy before from going somewhere. Like I was just a mess. It was a great night. Both Idkhow and 21 Pilots really brought it. And I even something as silly as like, oh, I tweeted out a picture that I took from the show. And just so many people like it, you know, like, yeah, it was, oh man, I wish I could have gone. Like, I love seeing them live. But so many people were just like, I'm so happy you got to see them live. Like, it's an amazing experience. I'm so happy that this happened at your first 21 Pilots show. And like, you guys gave me a lot of that energy and love and support too. And I thank each and every one of you for it. Like that also made me feel like I was part of something. Welcome to the clique. Like you're screwed now. You're stuck with us forever. You're gonna want to go again. Hell yeah, I want to go again. Like you guys are just always so supportive and welcoming, and I just want to say thank you. Like I would not have had any of these experiences really from this year, but like this is one where I definitely wouldn't have had it without this channel, and it wouldn't have happened without those suggestions and the encouragement to do more, or even to do them at all. Like, they weren't even on my radar. Everyone keeps saying 21 Pilots, but they're being really good. They gave me songs, so let's do this. I appreciate you guys so much for that. I definitely want to do more 21 Pilots. Let me know what you want to see next, what music you want me to talk about. Albums are hard for me right now because that takes up a lot of time. That goes from like an hour of footage to 3 hours of footage. But if there's more ideas that you guys have, or storylines that I could look into, please let me know in the comment section down below. Don't forget to like the video if you did, subscribe if you want more. Thank you, each and every one of you, for everything that you've given me here on YouTube, and then the music I get to listen to in my life. Thank you guys so much. After this week, I'm going to be taking a little time off. I will be doing a holiday live stream just to say hi, just to check in, make sure everyone's doing okay, because the holidays are a difficult time for some people. Also, some people just, you know, have some time off, might want to hang out and say hi. So I will be doing a live stream coming up. Once I have the dates, I will put it there. But I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Take care of yourselves, please.